Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see that all of this is working. Hello! It does appear to be working. Okay, cool. So let me know if there are any problems. There's always this kind of uncertainty when beginning a stream. So this is Project Sacrifice. Good to see so many people around, especially the people who like have missed a couple of streams or so. This is Project Sacrifice. It's been that's kind of low-key thing that I've been doing for quite a while now. So the idea is it's kind of an augmented Minecraft experience that basically means that you play as normal, but every day some greedy bunch of gods are gonna require you to sacrifice some items to them. And I think I started in like 1.11 or something. Thank you for the 10 bits, Sphinxy. Just a bit war going on still. So yeah, the thing we've been doing the last few streams has been basically a straight upgrade. So we've tried to upgrade this to 1.13, and then last time I kind of took a break from that and implemented what you see some remnants of on the right hand side there. A completely custom math-based, scoreboard-based random number generator, which basically means that we can now integrate this thing into the game and get like seed support. So you could essentially tell it, let's play Project Sacrifice on this world, whatever, like seed, hello there, with the random seed 14 or whatever, and you would get exactly the same sacrifice things. But this thing is not done. So let me see if I can remember this. Oh yeah. Here's what we were working on last time, the random number stuff. But there are a bunch of these things in Project Sacrifice that aren't upgraded yet. So it basically doesn't work. Like, not all of it's done. So I think what I want to do is, let's first see. I'm going to check out the logs of the game. Because there's a bunch of, like, the altar functions. There's a bunch of these different altar buildings. And then they get, like... No, Sphinxy. Don't even think about it. The idea being that you start the game by finding a location for this and spawning it in. I might want to change that. I might want to just try to locate a hill by myself or something and spawn it in manually. But the way it is right now is this thing gets spawned in and there's a number of them. So there's a bunch of altar functions. And those don't work. So maybe we should look at that. I guess it doesn't really matter what order we do this stuff in. So, build an altar. Okay. Summon an area effect cloud. Let's actually just perch on top of this thing. Good work, me. There we go. I shall prove my competence at playing Minecraft by managing to stand on a block. Yes. So, build an altar. We summon an area effect cloud. Right wherever this gets run. And then randomly pick one. Interesting. So this is gonna have to be... like... pulled into the whole random number generator, I suppose. Hey, Archer. How's it going? What do I have no idea what this all stuff meant. Wait, we summon an area effect cloud. It has the tags alter, k-alter, and a1. And its duration is 1. That shouldn't matter. Then we tag, which is no longer that. It's just this, right? A random area effect. Oh, I see. There is only a1. I think I never added more than one alter to the game. So we summon in this area effect cloud. This needs to be sort equals random type area effect cloud tag alter. Yeah, that's fine. Limit equals 1. Remove k alter. Oh, I see. And then we kill all of the other ones. So the idea is we add a whole bunch more here, and then we randomly select one, and then we kill all of them except one. So instead we want to do a random thing now. And I can't recall exactly what I did as a random function, like the trigger. So function bitmath. It was just your RNG. But didn't the RNG function have parameters? Yeah, so $2 is. I thought I made something. You wouldn't have multiple alters. You would have a variation of which alter you can get. So you shouldn't get. Oh, hold on. There are 2 RNG things. There's one detail and one dawn of day 14. Oh, good. So if I now do this, yeah, okay. So we ran 64,000 commands to get a random number. Good. Good times. $R registry 0. So which one is it that we get? Is it so $R must be the output, right? Yes, and $RNG is like our seed. Yeah, it's a yes. It's actually currently a function that spawns this in because you couldn't package functions in data packs in the previous version, so I had to have it. Wait, you couldn't package structures in a data pack. So I have to put it in a separate function, and it does fills and stuff to spawn this. Now it's kind of pointless. Now we can just have a structure. Okay, so /RNG /function bitmath RNG gives us a new random number. So that's what we're gonna use. So let's go back in here into the alter function, and we're gonna replace this with a thing that selects. Oh, it's a lot of math. That's what it's doing. The whole process is in the previous stream. In the previous map making stream, the one from 2 weeks ago. But basically, what it's doing is running a construct called a linear feedback shift register, an LFSR, and it's running that to get a custom random number generator into Minecraft. And think of it like running instructions, but because of Minecraft having to run it in commands, it's a bit of a mess. But yeah, we're gonna randomly pick one. I guess we still have to do this, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna function bitmath :RNG, and then we're gonna do scoreboard players operation. What scoreboards do I even have in this thing? Sacrifice cooldown, constant table, plural, time of day, calc. Sounds like a good thing to do. The math registry, info. Calc we can probably use. I appear to not have given it a description, but sure. So let's actually set this as our sidebar here? Okay, there's nothing in it. So let's say alter calc equals $r. I should maybe just do like dollar things for all of the things. Registry. So let's copy the value of that. Board players set. We actually want a 1. And the constant tables be 1. Scoreboard players operation again, and now come on, $alter calc is going to be modded by 1 const. How long have you been doing YouTube? Your Patreon says a bit more than a year. Well, it is a bit more than a year. You know, it as in a bit being 3 years or something. I should maybe update that. Good point. Point taken. So in this case, like, this is completely worthless. I guess maybe we shouldn't we should do count calc. Yes. It's not really a new project. It's been around for a while, but it's kind of been dormant for a long time. So it's okay. So we no longer do any of this stuff. And instead, we're gonna do. So this is all of this stuff currently is pointless. This is gonna do 65,000 commands to calculate the value 0. Which sounds really silly, but it's not, because as soon as when we start doing like this, when we increase this, we're gonna get a random number between those numbers. So, but currently there's only 1, so it's all pointless. So execute if score dollar alter calc matches 1 run function. No, 0. So command very sense. Pretty much. So now, if I do /reloading game, sorry, my voice is not happy about me talking apparently. It reloaded, and let's see what broke. So alter 1 still doesn't work, which is fine. Failure, setup scoreboards, setup targets. Okay, so alter now works. Now we need to make alter 1 work, which is currently this. So it's a alter 1 ugly. The idea was that I would take on suggestions. I think people even sent in alter suggestions. Probably makes more sense to exactly non-answer. There is only 1 selection, so the random selection is always that one. Okay. Alright, so this kind of, I think this kind of mostly makes sense. I'm not sure, so why isn't this? Oh, hold up. Red. Unknown block type. Oh, it's red nether bricks now. GG. Otherwise, I think most of this should work. Teleport. Okay. Bone block. Bond web block. Oh yeah, that's changed now too. You're right. Just replace all of these. Good call, good call. Let's try reloading this thing again. If I can get my focus into the right place. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Yes. I caught up. My brain did brain things after a while. Okay, so reload it again. Oh, here we go. Incorrect argument for teleport. Oh, the radius thing. Herp derp. The distance is 4 or less. Reload. Failure still fails to parse. I need to figure out where to put all my windows. They're all over the place. There's so many streaming related windows. I'm looking at the log setup and setup scoreboard still fail. Setup targets fail. But alter does not fail anymore. So that should be good to go. So let's look at the other ones. We have the setup things left. So the idea of this stuff is that it's not bound to a world, so it doesn't like come as a world. You just plonk a data pack into your world, and then that world now has Project Sacrifice. So the idea initially was that you would go to a place, like you would find this hill, and then you go like, okay, here's pretty good. Let's run the setup function here, and then it would start the game here. But now I'm thinking about it, it's like if you're gonna be competing and it's gonna be like, you give a seed and stuff. Well, maybe you still have to do that, I guess. So the axis equals the y is this. These bone blocks are oriented upwards, so they're this way rather than this way or this way. So I guess you could still say that. You go like it in this world at coordinates X, Y, and Z with the seed, the sacrifice seed, whatever it is. That could still work, I see. Yeah. Alright, but let's look at the setup stuff. Which, like, it does all of the, it sets up all of the scoreboards and it does all of the things. So, kill anything tagged main. Dang, it's been a little too long since I did this stuff. Because I kind of had the time to forget some of the changes I made when I upgraded this time. Let's look at new goal. So there's a current tag, but the main thing. So main is now $main. We don't have a main armor stand, or cloud anymore, I don't think. Maybe you do. Do we? Let's check the loop. Main. Oh yeah, there is a tag main thing. Oh yeah, it's the altar main thing. Right, it's the center of the altar. Makes sense, I guess. So in the setup function, we kill that. Good. We run setup scoreboards, which also currently doesn't work, but I guess we'll get to that. Set the world spawn to where we are. That doesn't really matter. It just like it currently does. Well, it serves the purpose of making sure the things are loaded. Why do we use clouds instead of armor stands? Because A, they are more efficient, so they're less performance heavy on your game, and B, they don't show up in if you're in spectator mode. So you could have spectators and don't see like your game logic. They're a little more annoying to work with in commands, in my opinion, but you know, it's worth it. Hey, well, summon a leash knot. What? Oh. This stuff is all to center? I think. But what? Yeah, so that's tagged setup. we could fix this. We don't need this thing anymore. All we're trying to do is center the thing in a block. Well, the point is they don't show up normally. Like, yes, you can see them, but sure. Suncat! Hey, I haven't seen you for a while. Good to see you again. Quick summary of what's planned for today. Sure. The plan is pretty simple. Get the last remaining things that aren't upgraded, so that we can test it. Okay, so this thing is basically saying, execute this thing centered in the block I'm in, which is an interesting thing. Because, and now we need to actually look up the commands thing, because this is complex. The /execute command, what the heck is aligned as, or no, it's just aligned. What is it? Align. Okay. So there's an align thing. We worked on this when we were making it, but it's been a while. So basically, this whole thing says execute centered in the block, but what we're gonna say is express that as a command instead of summoning an entity that auto centers. So execute aligned X and Z, I guess we might as well do XYZ, because why not? So now we're at the bottom, like we're at the corner of the block, which is not where we want to be. We want to be in the center. So position. Ooh, we move 0.5 of a block. Do we want to be at the? Maybe we'll want to be at the center. Let's be at the exact center of the block. Okay, so now we're at the dead center of the block. What we're trying to do is run this summon command. I guess we could have... Actually, let's just do that. Let's just take away this positioned part and just run this summon with offset here, because we have to put it in anyway, so why not? Custom name... This, god dang it. This needs this. Because of reasons. Right. And now I'm in summon mode. Okay, US keyboard layout. Alright, so we don't need this. We had never summoned the setup thing, so we don't need that anymore. Now we can execute. I guess we execute as the main thing rather than add it, because I don't know. Praise altar. Alright, so give instant health saturation, set people to survival. I guess that's okay. Do I need it? Probably don't. It will come up as name, I guess, if you debug, which is nice. Set up targets. That's fine. Set the sacrifice to 0. Set the time to basically just before dawn. What? Make everybody leave their teams? And this no longer exists. That's handled in a different manner. Okay. Well, it's not... Okay, we still don't have team set up. We'll do that in a different... Like, we'll wait with that. We'll figure that out later. But, so... Setup still does not load. On line 10... Oh. I just said it was a line and not aligned. Alright, reload that again. Failure. Setup still does not load on line 14. Oh, these are effect give now. And preferably without an extra S. Alright, reload again. Setup still does not load. On line 23, we're getting there. This is team leave. It's better to use tags like praise main or something that don't interfere. That's a good point. And that would have been an easier, like a good thing to do if we would have been installing this, like making this now. It's a good thing to think about, but oh well. Alright, one more reload. This should do it. Set up scoreboard, set up targets. Yes, so now this function load. We have 3 more functions that don't load, and then all of it's done. So let's start with set up scoreboards, I guess. This should be pretty simple. I think we just need to do this, right? Because the names of the scoreboards are raw strings now. Okay, let me see if I can make this work. No, okay, hold up. This. We'll fix it eventually. Yeah, maybe. What? Why can't I? I can't remember what the... Okay, so maybe it's just control click that's multi-select. This does not look like it contains all the scoreboards that are in the level though, so that's a little worrying. Why doesn't it? Eh? Oh, I missed one. Greetings, processed fruit. Hello, Morzen. What are we doing today? We're finishing up the upgrade of this to Minecraft 1.13. Actually, I just realized that I forgot something in the alter function, so let's go back here. Scoreboard players reset dollar count calc, and we also need to reset dollar alter. I mean, I guess we could keep it around for debugging, but I want to clean up after I'm done with stuff. Alright, so this is the calculation scoreboard. Okay, fine. Oh, there's a dead players team? Oh. Okay. Oh, right. Yes, you get the stats in the scoreboard when you die. That's right. Reload, because I think that should be pretty much it for that one. It wasn't. Line 31. Oh. It's team add. Why isn't it teams? The editor is Notepad++ with a custom coloring scheme. Setup, scoreboard, still did not load. Line 32, because of course. Oh. It's modify, right? Hey Fabian. How's it going? Okay, so that setup targets now loads. It's now... we're down to 2 functions that don't work. Set up targets is one. Holy... yeah, okay. We have some work to do here. And the failure function is the other one. Phew, okay. Well, let's dig in, I guess. Right. Why is this... why is it all marked green? Oh, and these are all... oh god. Oh, the horror. Okay. These actually are important, all of these names. So, the beginning of the custom name for all of them, I need to insert a thing. Actually, we could just search and replace this. Let's see. Okay, so that's half of the problem. I guess we can assume that the duration is afterwards. Let's try that. Let's just search and replace this too. Okay, the coloring looks good. So that's something. Right, so we use a tag when we spawn them in to get them a value in the target scoreboard. That should be all okay. I can't see any other problem here. What? This did not get the... what? Did it just work for half of them? No, it worked for a random bunch of them. Because this is not... what the heck? Was that like not a correct quotation mark or something? This looks like it's not a normal quotation mark, is it? Yeah, it's one of those like fancified ones, like if you used it in Word or whatever. What the heck? That's super weird. I guess we'll find out when they're broken when we try to load them, but that's really weird. I guess I'll just try to reload. It wasn't 2 single ones, because when I selected it, it selected the entire thing. But that fixed the entire function, so it now loads. So I'm not going to care more about it. Which means that the only function left to fix is the failure one. But I think there are several different types of quotation marks. The things you get to know if you're deep into computers, I guess. One is the normal one. One is the kind of slanted left one, and one is the slanted right one. And you're supposed to put them like, I don't know. They're supposed to look nice, but they never do, and they mess every piece of code up ever. What is the problem? So what the heck is going on here? Replace item entity. Ooh boy. Oh god. This. So the scores here seem like the only thing that pops out to me. So basically, if I do this, it should all be okay. And this one is 1. I doubt that it will be okay, but I can't really get an overview of where the problem is in that case, so in that case we'll just see what the error message says after trying to reload it. Or one of you can tell me if I don't, like, if you're quicker than that, I guess. Lock name isn't a thing anymore. Oh god. Is that it? Really? This is 5. 5 failures kills you. Game mode equals survival. So, this is the Circlet of the Gods in my inventory. So I guess we can just take a copy of this and inspect it. Inventory? Is it? Lore. I guess I'll switch you over here so you can see something. You fail this again. Reckless, unruly, insubordinate, heathen. Okay, so the name is a translate component. Gotcha. So, but we can search and replace that whole thing. So instead of that, it's name being a component. No, okay, name is a string with a component in it. Why? That's just the horror. Sorry, it'll take me a while. I need to type this out in the replace field. It might end up wrong too, but it's a little hard to say. I think that should be it. Name is now a component with an escaped, translate, colon, an escaped, circlet of the gods, escaped end. That looks good. Quotation mark fun. Oh yeah. I'm gonna try that. Try the reload. It didn't load, but that's because of an armor slot problem. So this thing. Replace item. Entity. Oh, the slot is gone. JSON string is not a proper NBT type. Yeah. I agree, it is very annoying. It will be less annoying in 1.14 now with the single quotes. It'll still be annoying though. Did that load? It did not. Line 5. Position 83. Which is here. Oh. These all just disappear, right? Or the number... I need to place item, not block entity, whatever, chest, the door, account. Yeah, so I need to shift all of this stuff around. Basically do this. Where does this end? Is the count? I think the count is optional now, right? So just pull these in together, and it should work. Trademark. Should. Okay, everything loads. Whew boy. Okay. So basically what that means is we should... I mean, we should decide as well if... Because the problem that exists in some cases now is that... Well, I guess a compass will point towards this place, because it's the world spawn. Right? And you can't sleep, so... But otherwise it can be kind of tricky to see it and find it. So I wonder if we should make like an entrapment style beacon thing. Why was there a block underneath there? Alright, let's go somewhere else. Just for the sake of it. So let's go over here, I guess, and run /function praise setup. What will happen? Will it blend? Oh god, things happened for sure. That's actually kind of unfortunate. Okay, so the dish. Oh, thanks, great. Yeah. Yeah, not maybe perfect. So the altar spawned in properly. That's the good part, I guess. Day count did not reset, which, I mean, I don't even know if that's supposed to reset, because I don't have any, like, all of the I guess to just maybe we should just like change the setup thing to or set up scoreboards to just delete all of these. Oh god, I think maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll just copy all of these. We also need one more, which is scoreboard objectives and registry dummy, math registry, because that's needed by our RNG thing. So I guess we'll just do this, remove all of these on the ones up here, and we'll remove all of the scoreboards and then set them back in, which of course means that we'll, you know, you'll get a forced reset. And if it also sort of lets us test out the remove, it lets us test out that the setup function works properly. Okay, so now we have a whole bunch of removes there. I guess that the altar itself doesn't really matter. We can go somewhere else. So let's go over here, I suppose, to this new mountaintop, and let's just go here and go first /reload. Let's not forget that. Let me bring you in here, and then setup. Okay. Dawn. Majora's Mask reference? Which one? Dawn of Day 1, the gods demand 2 bones. Okay. So the question is now, why do I have a failure helmet? Oh, also this needs to... Oh, I can't take it off. I guess it does it have... I need to look at the failure thing again. Doesn't have a... it needs a curse. Operation hide the flags. I guess it does have this. That's not right though. We need this thing to have... Okay. We need this thing to have an enchantment. Can I find these here? Curse of... What? Curse of Vanishing is here, but not Binding? Okay. Give me an anvil. Should probably not be doing this in the middle of the altar. So if we did this, how does it look now? Where's my thing? Data get inventory. Slot 0B, I guess. Enchantments. Oh, they are still listed like that. No, the ID is supposed. Oh, yeah, the level, of course. So, if we go back here, this ID is wrong. So the 10S, I suppose, is the what was. Yeah, it has a max health thing on it. So this needs to be replaced with what was in chat there in the. Oh, the Dawn of Day. Oh, I see. That's not. It's not a Majora's Mask thing, but on purpose. So it's ID colon with a string that is Minecraft colon binding underscore curse. Okay then. So that would be the thing, but you're supposed to get a. Right, so we copy the failures bit, and then depending on your failure state, so the failure function doesn't actually fail you, which is a little weird. But so the setup thing should be running the failure thing, right? But it doesn't. Why doesn't it? It sets the sacrifice score. Because you're supposed to get this. You're supposed to wear the helmet. Failure. That's really weird. Yeah, because this doesn't show anything. It just does it. So if I now run function. Actually, let's reload. Bring you in here. Slash. Come on. Function. Trace colon failure. It should give me a new helmet on my face. Yes, it did. And now if I game mode survival, I actually have my full health back. So now it says, you who wear this have been chosen by the gods. Instead of this text, which is slightly different, of a little more disappointed gods, I suppose. Alright, but that means we should be kind of good to go for a test run. I think maybe we should, like, we're putting everybody into survival mode here. We should probably just do clear on everybody too. Hey Vogue, how's it going? But I think, honestly, maybe what we should do is try this on a blank world. Ooh. Do we dare? Sacrifice 1.13 test. We need to be in creative mode, or well, we need to have cheats on, but that's fine. So load in once to just create the whole thing, I guess. Then we're gonna go into my. Well, let's just wait for it, I guess. But I'll switch you back in here because we're not gonna. Okay, let's quit this. Let's do this thing. I'm gonna open the world folder for this and just copy the data pack. And then we're gonna paste that into the. Hello? Yeah, we're gonna paste that into the test world. The plan is to make it multiplayer, yes. It's currently multiplayer in the sense that you can co-op play it. Okay, do we have... not that. Wait, I need to do such data pack list. We have the sacrifice pack enabled. So that's cool. Let's find a nice little hill. That was the weirdest musical switch. This is all terrible. I guess an extra challenge to have the thing on a... I guess we'll do here. This will be fine. But the idea is to have it be based on the like teams you're in, and be able to do it either versus or... Did we? Yeah, it's either versus or 2 bones. This is a horrible place for this. How did it place it? Oh, it did place it on top of things. It's just terrible. I guess I'll go get bones. Actually, we haven't... No, let's not do that. I changed my mind. Sorry. We're gonna go back into sacrifice. One thing we haven't done is we haven't hooked up the random number generator to the the sacrifice selection. The daily quest, if you will. Why does this not show an enchantment thing? I wonder. Disable that? What? No. It does have an enchantment. It's Binding Curse. It's hidden, but it's like the previous things showed the glow on the item. It doesn't show the... Maybe that's different. I don't know. Maybe that's changed between versions or something. I guess we'll see if it works. I know. Yes, I know I have it hidden, but I guess it just changed between versions or something, and it's... I don't know. Weird. Because the ones that were converted between versions did it. You cannot take it off. It has... That's what the hidden thing is. It has a curse of binding, but it's hidden. I can't even take it off now. I get a copy if I try to take it off in creative. So what we need to do is we need to switch here. Project Sacrifice is a Minecraft augmented experience, I guess you could say, where you play in a normal Minecraft world, but you have been chosen by a bunch of greedy gods to leave a sacrifice of an item, and it will be a random item every day. And it will get harder and harder to please the gods every day. So it's kind of a survival test, I guess. The longer you can keep delivering, the longer you get to stay alive, and failing to deliver the item or items that they ask for on that day will give you a new one of these helmets that we've been looking at, Circles of the Gods, that takes away some of your maximum health. So somewhere here we have a random selection. Yeah, we do. Yep. So we're actually gonna need to, in the setup, when we set up the targets here, this horrible mess, we're gonna need to give every one of these armor stands or effect classes a score. What did we have? I don't need to look there. I have the whole list here. And set up scoreboards thing. Item ID matchup table. What am I using that for? Probably should not reuse that, to be honest. Because I don't know. Current sacrifice item. Let's just make a new one. So we'll add a removal. Whoa, that was not what I meant to do. I guess we'll... Sacrifice ID will be a good thing, I guess. Typing is hard. ID, let's see, like this unique IDs for sacrifice items. That should do. And basically, in the setup targets thing, we're gonna need a new function, because every one of these newly summoned things are gonna need a value in there. So I'm gonna make a new function. We're gonna save it as assign ID.mc function. Assign a new unique ID to an area effect. I guess we could just do an entity with the tag new, because why not? So basically, scoreboard players add $, next sacrifice ID 0. Well, I guess we could just add 1, I suppose. I guess we'll call it max then. Alright, so... No, that's really bad. Okay, hold up. Sorry. Changing my mind. Okay, so we are gonna add a 1 to it, but we'll do that last. It's basically we want a value that is 1 higher than the current bunch. So then, well, this becomes very simple. Scoreboard players, no, actually, yes, actually, scoreboard players, come on, operation, alright, $E, tag equals new, limit equals 1, sacrifice ID equals $next sacrifice ID, tag remove at this whole thing. Tag ID, tag equals new, limit equals 1, remove new, and then increase the next thing. So this thing makes sure that there's a score, but that's at least 0. Then we copy that value over, and then we remove the tag and add 1 to the next counter. So all we need to do now is to run the function praise : assign ID after every single summon here. So this... no, that's not all. We actually need to add... So this thing, you're going to search and replace that, and just add a new thing to all of them. Whew. Alright, so new on all of them. We need to run this assign ID function after every single one of them. And that will mean all of them has an ID afterwards. Here? That's a scoreboard thing. Is there any way to change the selector or the location of a function in the middle of a function? No. Call another one. Just split out the part that you want to modify the location or selector for, and just call a subfunction. It's the only way. Couldn't you just do execute as at E whatever run function assign ID at the end of, and then do at S in the assign ID function? Sure, but how do I find it? Like, the point is, the whole idea of this random number generator that I made last time, the reason we aren't just using add R or sort equals random is that this should be the same every time we run it, which means that I can't rely on any kind of sorting the game does. I need this to be consistent every run, even on different machines and different JVMs or whatever. So I could just have made a loop that assigns unique IDs, but there's no way I can control that loop without doing this. So basically, I need them to be numbered the same order they get spawned, essentially. Well, there's still some difficulty left in making this stuff. It's not done. Alright, so I think I did it all right. Probably didn't. Oh, let me switch back here. I'm gonna check my log. It does appear to have loaded correctly. Like, I will say this, like, execute as at E tag equals target, run function assign ID would probably work for now, until something changes in the game code. Things are currently listed in... You misspelled sacrifice ID. Oh, the caps. So this is sacrifice ID with a capital ID. Set up scoreboards. You're right. I guess let's do this one. Thank you very much. Very sharp eyes. Right, so what we have now is a little helpful, but not exactly what we need. I think. So here's the select a new goal thing. Let me switch you back into that mode. Remove the current thing, that's fine. And then here we just use a random selector to select one thing, which is not great. So this scores sacrifices more than one, and cooldown is 0 or less. This is the set of selectable things. So what I need now is I need to randomize a number between 0 and this, non-inclusive. So this is gonna get fun. So we need to run function bitmath:(rng). That's the first part. Then we need to copy this thing so we can do some calculations on it. How do they look on stream? They're different, like, rendering, but they're still at least the same meaning. It's just kind of okay. Scoreboard, players, operation, dollar to what do we I guess selected, calc equals $R registry. So now we have the selected value in there. Now we're gonna do score. Execute store result score. $max calc if entity. This is gonna look weird to a lot of you. My chat, they look fairly different from what they do on stream, I must say. Will Minecraft support emojis? Do not dare to promise you that one. Do I know Don't Starve Together? Oh, really? Really? I did not know that. Yeah, I have played the game. There's an old series with me and Sam and Swinksy, I think. Where we completely failed at not starving together. Do I wanna? I guess I'll nuke these out of the playlist. That's not random. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, no. There are bound to be similarities, but oh god. Your failure to deliver has angered the gods. We got an effect, and that didn't look like it, so that didn't do anything. Alright, so the failure thing is not working. Like, this is not getting overridden. Why though? Alright, so I guess let's look into that before we continue this. Like, we're gonna continue stuff here. But before we do that, I want to look at this. So let's start with the loop. This is the loop that runs every tick. If you don't, oh, okay, I see. We run failure if you don't have a chainmail helmet on. So I guess that's. What checks if, like, new goal, I guess. So new goal also does the check if it's... That's where we just were. Right, it's right here. So, if there's still a current entity, then we do a whole bunch. We add 1 to failures. Oh, it's random but rule-based. Well, it's a little bit similar to this then. Here it's just purely like difficulty-based, but I guess that's kind of the same. And it needs a lot of tweaking in this. It really does. Okay, fine. So... We're not running failure here, though. Wait, so it will never... Maybe we really should be running the failure function here, after setting the failures. So that's just... so no, what? I don't know why. This just seems really weird to me, but it might have just have fallen off in the upgrade. Maybe I thought that failure actually was a failure. Which would kind of make sense. Update helmet. Because if I go back in game and run function praise : failure, then now it should. It did not work. Oh, because I think I know why. I think I know. Because if we go back into failure, if I can find it. It's here. Then we're executing this off of this, and this is copying from the main thing, but actually the failure state is stored in $main. So that's why. So now we do the same thing again. You are not as trustworthy as we would have hoped. Cool. So let's go back into the new goal thing and figure out how to get it to properly randomize. Now that I think of it, the whole ID thing might have been completely unnecessary. So I think I just thought of a kind of easier way to do this. Or maybe not. No, maybe not actually. You could have something like first day is always an entity drop, next day is always food, third day they're asking for auras and so on. You could do. It would make it easier to kind of know what to prepare for in advance, I suppose. But on the other hand, part of the game is like you should get your item as soon as possible and then start like preparing for making normal progress in Minecraft, so that you just have. Because at the end of the day, you'll be asked to give blaze rods and stuff, and like if you haven't prepared to go to the Nether and got armor and stuff, you'll be out of luck at that point. All right, so let's see. This is not where I wanted to be. It's here. The gods are not that kind. That's true. That's the theme of the thing. These gods are not kind at all. They're never kind. They're just grumpy. Alright, so now we have picked a value that is the number of possible selections for the random thing. So now what we need to do is we need to pick one number that is between 0 and that number, and that is pretty simple. We'll just do this. Max calc. Reset. These be fickle gods. Oh yeah. Hey Zen, by the way, didn't see you there. So now we have a value that corresponds to one of the things that we want to select. Problem now is we want to select one that is numbered. I guess here. So here's what we want to do. Counting from 0 to whatever to this number that we have selected, we want to select that number's lowest ID, which is not necessarily easy. So what we need to do is we need to write a function, basically. I think is the easiest way to do that whole thing. And what that function is going to do is it's going to remove the lowest number. So let's do this. Execute if score dollar selected calc matches 1 or more, run function remove lowest selection. I guess we're just gonna do find selection or something. Find selected. And then we'll assume that find selected finds the selected armor stand, and that is... Dang, actually. Okay, let's just run a function. Find selected. We'll just run that off right here. And then we'll assume that we found something and that it gets set to current. This is intended to be, well, it's kind of hardcore by design. It's not, you don't have to play it in a hardcore mode, but it will make the game itself kind of hardcore. It's gonna toss you into a team that is called dead players and set you to spectator once you die. So yeah, it's pretty much hardcore. It's the same kind of functionality. The only difference, I guess, is you can pick your difficulty level. Because hardcore really isn't about the difficulty level. It's kind of the one life kind of thing. So now we need to implement find selected. So find the lowest ID where n is dollar what selected calc and set and add a tag current to the selected. And that is find selected.mc function. So what am I doing with this? The whole point of this is to select a random option out of the set of clouds in a using a custom random number generator in a way so that the probability that I select any of the clouds is equal. So it's a linear selection. Oh, I was in survival mode. Well, good night. Apparently, yeah, it does set me to spectator. So that shows that off. And yeah, the stats get shown on the side. F, thank you. So spawn being here, should probably just set everybody's spawn point whenever we start too. Okay, game mode created. The sleep thing is a problem. Like if you stick around in a world for a long time before you start the game, it becomes a problem. And it appears to count even if you're in creative, which is problematic. But oh well, let's get back to actually making this thing. So basically, what we want to do is we want to find the lowest ID. So we're going to do this. I was AFK on a server when that phantom spawned. Oh god. Sorry for your heart attack. So this is the tag equals target, and it has a sacrifice score. Maybe we'll just tag them. Tag all of those, add possible sacrifice. Lowest ID is always 0. Well, no. Because as you move through the days, the valid sacrifices become a different set. So ID 0 is always like coal or something, and coal might become invalid because it's too cheap, too simple. In which case, what we're looking for is the lowest ID of a valid sacrifice. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. Scoreboard players set $min calc to be just whatever, large number. And then we're gonna execute for all of execute as for all of those things and run scoreboard players operation $s actually $min calc is whatever smallest of that, and $s sacrifice ID with a capital ID. Does the dollar prefix do anything special in the scoreboard? It marks it as a fake player, because nobody can have a dollar in their name, but it still shows up in scoreboards as if you put them as objectives. So you can also do hash, which hides them from the scoreboard, but I want to be able to see them when I debug in like the sidebar stuff. All right, so now after this line, we should have a select. We should have the lowest thing. I should comment this. Find the lowest ID out of the set. So now we have the lowest thing, and now let's see, execute. Let's see, execute if score down scoreboard operation allow multiple targets in the selector. It might in this case. I'm not entirely certain. It does, but it does weirdly. If the score dollar selected cap matches 0, then in this case, well, if the selected thing matches 0, then we have found our target. So then we should run tag oh god. Now we need to execute, we need to find the thing that has, okay. If selected is 0, then execute let's see. Then we're gonna execute as, let's see, as everybody that if score their score in the sacrifice ID objective equals $min calc. Run. So this is the way we'll find the one thing that has that equality, then run tag as add current. And now we're gonna have to run a couple of things here. So if the score matches 0, then we'll also run, after we've tagged up the current thing, then we'll run tag this whole thing. Remove possible sacrifice. I have absolutely no idea, actually, Fabian. I don't think I've ever heard a different version of it. Alright, so otherwise, we need to do two things as well. Let's style. With the Y and an E. If this is the right entity. Otherwise, which means it matches one or more, then we're gonna run scoreboard players remove dollar selected calc 1. We're gonna still have to find the thing that that matched the main thing, but then instead of adding the current tag, we're gonna remove the possible sacrifice tag. Remote. Remove, please. And then, whoop, and then one more thing that we need to do if, oh god, not matches 0, matches 1. One run function. We need to run this whole thing again. Trace, find, selected. Okay, so I'm hoping that this ends up meaning that we have no possible sacrifice things left, and the current tag has been applied to one that had that correct ID. Your failure to deliver has angered the gods. Oh no. Alright, so let's go back into the new goal thing. Is there anything else that okay. So we are fine selected. Now we have the current thing. And this is no longer needed. And then we reset the sacrifice score for anything that didn't have that. Oops. So I'm gonna do /reload in here and see in how many creative ways that I've managed to mess that up. Okay, that loaded off the bat. That's almost scary. So I guess let's do this and run function praise new goal. Yeah, so that failed to do a thing. Oh wait, is it because I'm dead? No, because it worked right a second ago. So I'm in the dead players team, probably. Alright, so let's take a look at some things here. Objectives, set this... Oh wait, no, the things don't have IDs, because I haven't run the setup function in this instance. Whoops. Let's go over here, I suppose. And run /function praise colon setup. Okay. So run that. Hey Maloki. What's up? Okay, so that still didn't work. Why? Alright. Scoreboard objectives, set display, sidebar. Yes, we might have some stuff left. So selected ended up being 0. Tag this current. Wait, what? I got tagged current. What? I'm not supposed to be able to get tagged current, am I? This is completely odd. We add current to @s here, but we ran as this thing. What the heck? So that would then indicate that I got somehow tagged with possible sacrifice, which seems incredibly weird. so new goal. This tags possible sacrifice onto... I guess we'll just do this. Say e tag equals possible sacrifice right in here. And then we'll see what pops up. Didn't know there was a live stream at 8 a.m. Where the heck are you? Alright, well, cool, monkey. Good luck with the studies when you get back to them, and enjoy your break. So we got coal blocks, iron ingots, leather, feather, bone, rotting flesh, gunpowder, string, apple, lava bucket, leaf, pumpkin pie, and gold ingots. That seems very reasonable. Yeah, it's 7 p.m. here too. So you're 11 hours off from me, which I don't know where that is. Okay, so we got the correct things first. Let's not reset the maximum, I guess. Where's my mouse pointer? Even there. Reload that. Wait, what? Oh, I've been an idiot. I need something to drink. Hold on a second. I thought Hawaii would be more. Okay. If you're playing with more people, a late game sacrifices one of the players. Oh my god. That's mean. I don't think I would want to do that. Maybe as it like an option. Okay. So what the problem here is that I never filled in here. I stopped typing in the middle of a thing. So I need the equals possible sacrifice here. That's white. Do I use the output log to debug functions? I use the output log to see when functions fail to load and debug those. Let's run it again. New goal. Okay, so it still didn't work. So I guess I'll put this debug thing back. Okay, so max is now 24. What? How are there 24 things that I could... What? Okay. Interesting. I mean, it's not impossible. But I wouldn't call 24 as a... Holy... Okay. Yeah, I guess we're just in the middle of a big thing where a lot of them could be possible. Like, you just get lots of coal blocks or, like, one golden apple. Okay, so I guess 24 kind of makes sense. 28 now. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah. Okay, so it does seem like that's a correct value. So dollar max is correct here. Are we using that? Or did we just mess it up and used... Oh, we're not... Okay, wait. Yeah, so then dollar selected gets zeroed. So I'm gonna do this. We're just gonna select it in or something. Okay. So yeah, I should now have the text open in the chat in the game. You're right. So I should let's do this. / reload again and run it again. How do we keep getting 0? Oh, because we never set a seed. And if you don't set a seed, you keep getting zeros, I think. Scoreboard objectives. Let me set display sidebar registry. Yeah. Whoopsie. So in our setup, wherever that is, setup. I guess I should be in the setup scoreboards thing. So we set up the registry here. Failures to like these aren't needed anymore because we remove and replace the scoreboard as a whole, but we do need a ensure there is a seed. So scoreboard, whoa, that's what happens when you have your fingers on the wrong place in the keyboard. Scoreboard players add $RNG registry 0. So we're adding 0 to it. That's the new hotness wout. And now we're gonna do execute if score $RNG registry matches 0. Run, I guess. If your seed is not 0, if your seed isn't given, then we're gonna run off the seed 1, I guess. Give me a second. Oh, I see. It would actually be kind of beneficial to... Please don't spam. Kind of want to give a random seed if it's not, and then we have to use the built-in random. So we have to kind of pseudo-randomize here. Alright, so let's figure this out. I guess we can just do run function random seed praise, and then make a new function, create a random seed using the game's randomizer. Random seed.mc function. Alright, so what we're gonna need is is the on-screen chat BTV compatible? I doubt it. Oh, it is. Holy smokes. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. Summon... Oops. Area. Cloud. Wherever. We're gonna steal some stuff from this set up targets function. I guess. Whoops. I guess we just put like a small duration on it, so we don't need to bother. Tags. Randomizer. So, scoreboard players set. Why am I stuck in this color? Oh, because of this thing? Burp. Whatever. Okay, so... tags... Oh, I'm in survival mode again, am I? Game mode created, thank you. Bye-bye, spider. Tag equals randomizer. I guess we'll use the calc scoreboard for this. We're just gonna set it to 1. Now, let's see. We need 2 of them, actually. Cool. So we're gonna set one of their scores to 1. And then we're gonna do scoreboard players add. Zero. So now we have one of them has a score of 1 and one of them has a score of 0. So we're just gonna run a whole bunch of copies on them, basically on a random pick of them. So what we're gonna do is scoreboard players operation $RNG registry. We're gonna do a plus from that, from an add e sort equals random, limit equals 1, tag equals randomizer. So this is gonna pick one of them. It's gonna pick either 1 or 0, and then it's gonna shouldn't that be sort equals random to be really random? Otherwise we'll always pick the first or second. That doesn't matter, because we're gonna be doing random ones here. So it's fine if they're not random up here. Alright, so now we have added 1 or 0 to the value. So now we're just going to do that over and over, but we're going to do it per bit. So basically, players operation. Actually, I need a value 2 somewhere. Scoreboard players set to const 2. What is that? Okay, that did not work. Creepy soundtrack. So tag equals randomizer calc times 2 const. So we're gonna double them and then we're gonna do it again. So we're gonna do this a bunch of times and then we get a random seed. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bits. Fine, whatever. We'll just do the 16-bit value, I guess. That's that. Which is fine, and then this is duration 2, so it's gonna expire after 2 ticks. So I don't have to bother about it. But that should set us up with a random seed. Okay. Did I do that right? I am astounded at my ability to apparently type commands correctly the first time around this time. We're building up to a massive failure somewhere here, I'm sure. Alright, so let's go over to some mountaintop here or something. Here looks like a good place. Slash reload if I didn't. I did, I think, but let's do it again. Function praise colon setup. Alright. And scoreboard objective set display sidebar registry. We did not get a random seed. Okay, so praise find random seed. What? So it ran 37 commands from that. But we got no seed. Does any of this not work? Let's summon an area effect cloud. What the? What? So the calc scores. Wait. This is... How? These are not even correct. How did... Okay. This needs... Why does this compile? I will be happy when I find a Notepad++ plugin that tab complete Minecraft. So this is Notepad++, and it doesn't tab complete the commands, it tab completes anything you've previously written in the text, so you should kind of get the same result. Okay, so 2 bits, 4 bits, 8 bits, 16 bits. Slash reload. Function praise colon random seed. Okay, we got a random seed. Cool. This should be a proper Minecraft IDE. Could just go and make one. Alright, I guess let's dump ourselves down here and run function praise setup again. And let's see what happens. It would not be surprising. Okay, so we didn't get... Alright. Objective set display sidebar, please. Calc, I suppose, is what we need to look at. Okay, so the max was 9, the selected was 8. So we got coal block, ironing, okay, 1, okay, so this should be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay. So we should have selected the apple, but for some reason we did not. What would you need it for? Like an IDE is more than just a text editor. Like imagine you could link the command library. The name escapes me at the moment. But you could link it into the IDE and you could compile your commands on the fly and you could show errors and everything. Or even test run stuff. You could have an internal debugger for scoreboards and track things and, you know, you could do lots of stuff. Alright, so for some reason, let me new goal. So by the looks of things here, we have the correct things in the possible sacrifice, and now we also have the correct thing in the selected thing, but we're failing in the find selected. So we're getting like a few steps ahead of the time here. So if we go into find selected, shouldn't this have... Why didn't we get a min here? Find select... It's not find plural, find selected. That's really weird. Why did that work? Oh. Oh. Look. It helps if you actually run it properly. Alright, so reload, function, praise new goal. Oh, look. So that appears to have worked. Selected in is 0. Okay, so now it didn't work. God dang it. Okay, why not? What's wrong with this thing? Because it's not, like, it's compiling fine. It's not doing what it's supposed to. Later, what? Enjoy your food. Alright, so... Alright. This appears to work, because we do get a min value that's reasonable. So min is 17 in this case, so if we do /say e scores equals sacrifice ID equals 17 and all the things. So it's selected that we should deliver a redstone block. Okay, hold up. We should print all these things again. I'm gonna add this stuff back. Say, hold up. There we go. Say at e tag equals possible sacrifice. Let's run it again. /reload. 4 lava buckets. So this time it worked. This time it worked. Now it worked. Now it worked. Now it worked. We're getting lava buckets all the time, but whatever. Cobwebs, 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 cakes, 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 cakes. Enchanting tables. It does seem that it is really okay. Yeah, fine. So, what? I get it. I get it. Function brace colon setup. Alright. Give me back my scoreboard. Objectives set display sidebar calc. Okay, so that did not work, which is pretty good. Welcome back, Noit. So, you have a bunch of things here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 things. The maximum value is corrected. We've selected thing number 7, because 0 is the first value. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We selected gunpowder. $min is 5 and selected is 0. That's not going to say much. Say a. I guess we could just reuse the thing that we had before, but with 5. So that's rotten flesh, which is the thing that is before the thing that we tried to select. Okay, so we don't have a current value. Alright, so we calculate a min value. This is a bit stupid. Hold up. So what I'm doing here is I'm removing 1 from selected, and then I keep checking for the same thing. But that I can't do that because if I've removed 1 from selected, it's no longer more than 1. Where's operation? Not pre-selected. Calc equals $selected calc. So we just copy away the value into here, and then use that value instead, so that we don't like lose the count. Alright. This is always sacrifice debugging. There's like alter after alter after alter in the world. They're just everywhere. Function brace colon not alter, even though we were speaking about it. Setup. Do we get a reasonable thing? 2 rotten flesh. And that was number 5, which we previously selected in is 5. So out of these things, it should have selected item number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it selected the correct thing. The gods are praised from a whole lot of different places. Oh yes. Yeah, the scoreboards store integers. That's basically all they store. But you can make a lot of stuff if you know, like, computer sciencey things. You can use the integers to make a lot of other stuff. But that does seem to be this seems to be correct. Seems to all work. Alright, which means I'm gonna try it again. We're going to copy over the data pack again. So from the sacrifice folder, data packs, sacrifice, we're going to copy that into our 113 test data pack. Replace those. 113 I guess. Yeah, I never started the game in here, did I? I might have done. You can even do software-based floating point operations? Oh, I've done that many times. And it's actually not even terribly uncommon. Alright, so I'm gonna delete this. Actually, let's just leave it there for now. Wise 1.13 test number 2. Throw that into the data packs folder while this is even loading. Hope that works. Alright, cool. So we slash data pack list. Okay, we did not get it, but we can just reload this level and we should be fine. Anything you do in Minecraft Command is going to be way more expensive than any reasonable programming language. Data pack list. Now we have sacrifice in here. Okay, cool. We're on a tiny island. This is hard mode sacrifice. And just teleport 1,000 blocks in some direction. That didn't help. That didn't help. That kind of helped. Alright. Well, it looks decent. Let's go here. And let's run it. Seed? I'm not going to seed it. Or what you want to... That. Function... praise... Setup. Let's go. What do you want? Tell me, gods. What do you want? 4 leather. Alright. Well, I guess we'll try test run this a little bit, see what happens. I don't have that much time left to... Yeah, I mean, the calculations possibilities of scoreboards are definitely matching those of a 16-bit computer. You can emulate all the things you need. Please. Huh? What does this say, by the way? Okay, that's the correct thing. Someone who watches the archive will surely want it. Yeah, I mean, if you wanna go into this world, I don't know. I guess. Is that stone? No, that's gravel. Stone. Stone Age. Okay. Alright, so that's gonna get interesting if we don't have cows here, or possibly horses, I guess. Or just take straight down. Mm-hmm. Makes it so easy to get back up too. Alright, so basically we're gonna get a bunch of stone, get some tools, and then we're gonna go topside and just go running. If needed, we'll make a boat, I guess. Something like that. Oop. Alright, let's go run. Actually, should probably do this. Oh right, that doesn't work in OBS. I'm gonna cheat. Digging straight down is, at this point, the worst thing that could happen is I fall into a cave full of mobs or something. Like I fall a distance. Probably should just, like, cut this down. So is it 4 leather? I asked and then I read on the screen that it was 4 leather. Okay, we have sheep over here. There can be cows in this kind of forest, so I should look around a little bit. Oh, there's plains here too. Not seeing any movement there though. So this is like, the thing I know about this is it's really, really horribly unbalanced at the moment, and some of the things have changed how easy it is to get them too in the later versions, so it's yeah, it's gonna need a balancing pass, that's for sure, but for now it'll do. Like if you dig down, just dig in a 2 column too, and it's fine. God, this is a messy area. Really hard to traverse. I kind of want this. Ideally, I get leather and then return and sacrifice it in time to go underground, because otherwise I'm gonna have to go out in the daytime or nighttime and sacrifice and travel back, which is gonna be kind of bad. And this, there's just not a cow in sight. Yeah, you stand in the middle of 2 blocks and you dig both of them. Where are you? Okay. Killing you two. So I really kind of want as many feathers and stuff as possible, not to mention food. Because the feathers could come up anytime, and arrows are always useful. God dang it. Welcome back. Alright, okay. Who removed cows from this world? Considering how long time I walked to get cows in like Hotbar Survival way back then, I'm not liking my chances at the moment. My track record of finding cows is less than stellar. Alright, hold up. Maybe we just grab this. Backup scenario here is we don't find cows before nightfall. Then we make a boat and ride around along the coast, try to find cows and see them, kill them, and then go back and sacrifice, basically, because the altar is like right on the shoreline. This is a weird terrain generation thing. Horses or llamas? Yeah, horses drop rate is much lower, right? I guess we should head up here. Oh, thanks. I'll take that. Take the drops. That's a lot of wolves. Yeah. I mean, I'll take anything that drops leather at the moment. Not. Okay then. times. The worst part is I've traveled quite far now too, so there's all that traveling to do to just get back. Okay. Alright, that was 2. Really should be more than 2. More cows in one spawn bunch, but no. Really? I guess not. Maybe 4. I don't know. It's still at time. I'm just like going like maybe 4 leather was too much, but there is an element of random in this that you kind of have to live with. But I'm kind of okay with it, I guess. It's a little weird if you're gonna compete with it. Like the thing that I've been thinking about is to just like. This is getting a little loud. All right. Let me pull that down. Should be a little bit better. But yeah, like I've considered making just the first thing easier and then scale up, but I don't know. Kind of needs way more testing, this thing. Am I lagging? That's sad. I don't know if Twitch has given me. No, we don't have transcoding for the stream for some reason. So like, you only get the source quality, which is like if your internet connection is not that strong, it's not going to be very good for you. And there's nothing I can do about it. Sadly, it's Twitch system decision. I don't know why it happened today. Like I feel like it's been the same kind of viewership. I usually get them and I have like more than 5 viewers, so. Oh god. Like pigs. Alright, this is all gonna. Yeah, I saw you there. This is gonna be difficult. Of course, the first one is gonna be difficult. It also doesn't matter terribly much if I. Oh god. Zombie. Really? No! Okay. No! Alright, it's not a disaster if I miss the first one, is what I'm trying to say. But we have to stop for a second here. For a barbecue. Yeah, so I mean, that's I guess a thing that I need to consider. Like, I don't have to balance it perfectly across one thing. As long as you know, get set up and you get enough stuff to hand in the second day, you should be fine. Like you have essentially, you can fail 4 times before it kills you. It's gonna get more and more desperate, but you can. Alright. So I guess we'll cook these up and then we're good to go. I do not like this baby zombie. Like I've recently started streaming in 1080 instead of 720p too, so if your connection can't handle it, you're gonna get a much worse experience then. If your internet can handle it, it's gonna be much better, or if Twitch would just give us transcoding. Right. So normally you would like sleep away or you'd go underground or something for this, but we kind of can't. So I kind of need to try to make it out to the seaside, I guess. But by now, we've kind of lost... oh god, stuck. Yeah, maybe I have to go underground, just take the hit of the first night being a failure. First sacrifice being a failure. How can there be so many sheep and so many pigs and so many... all of the other things? This is default valve. But not a single goddamn... oh, look at this! Look at this! The amount of animals here is just ridiculous. This, I thought those would be cows. That's a witch. Good. And like 4 million creepers. Okay, good. A few more. What am I testing? I'm testing basically the gameplay of Sacrifice. Alright, so basically what I need to do... probably just need to dig in here. I actually thought that there would be cows behind there, but it just turned out to be like skeletons patterned against the darker background of the... it's just, this is just amazing. Okay, so we need ourselves, we need a boat. Problem is, like, I haven't even had time to go underground, so I don't have, like, I don't have iron or anything. It's kinda bad. So let's, come on, let's just, okay, so there's, okay, good, good, there's like nowhere to go here. Okay, there's a little bit of a, oh, this is just gonna be awful. Nope, that ain't happening. Alright, I guess let's just go. There's not much we can do about this. Oh, that was unhelpful. Traces of inaccuracy. Yep. I think we probably have to consider the first day a write-off and just go and try to get iron and stuff and hope for better next day. Can I do that too? Not right now. I haven't committed this stuff. Otherwise, this project lives on GitHub, which means that you can download it and play it. Some people have played the pre-release version that I did for, it must have been 1.11 or 1.10 or something. But yeah, it's this is the very first test that I'm running on 1.13, so you know, there's bound to be some bugs in here, and the balance is all kinds of awful, but I'm kind of just trying to run through it a little bit to just get some testing done on it, and then after the stream I'll upload the files. But yeah, I have maybe, let's see, I have maybe 30 minutes of streaming left, maybe 30-40 minutes, so I won't be able to play through a full sacrifice pass. I mean, assuming I don't get killed at some point here. Rip. Look at all the iron I found. So good. I really have no idea how long time we have. I would say we have at least like 5 minutes left on this or something before the terrible first failure happens. A good test, I think, target for this would be I managed to, well, I guess I'll fail this one and then I would hopefully manage to hand in whatever is the second one. And we've tested both a failure and a success. Which should be definitely possible. I mean, I just depends on what the second sacrifice ask is, I guess. God, mining coal with a stone pickaxe is just so slow. Alright, that was fine. We'll leave the lyrics on anyway. Alright. One more, please. Okay. Good. There's a bunch. Actually, let's burn this. Disallowed items that are region specific for the first sacrifice. I mean, what is that? Like, that's basically everything, right? Is there any item that you can get in every biome? Like, I will be really unlucky to not find cows, or I would be really unlucky to not find, you know, there's all a random element to it, and I think that's fine. And there aren't too many biome specific things in there either, I don't think. Alright, so we're gonna take 3 of those, make a pickaxe. I also need to keep a bunch of iron in case they ask for iron ingots. But I do want 1 for a shield. Stone. Well, I guess. Unless you just have... I guess you could find that in ocean too. Might need a water bucket would be a thing. Like, there are a bunch of things here too, also that I could add to this. A gold ingot. Okay, well, I'm definitely in the right place then. Cost the man why? 1. Yeah, that would be something, wouldn't it? Okay, I think we'll take this away. Oh, we're almost at the bottom anyway. Where did they come from? Up here. But yeah, maybe it's totally possible that the first few are simply too difficult right now. I'm totally open to that, but you know. Okay, I guess we'll just strip mine. Okay, I guess I'll use up the stone pickaxe, but then I really need to start using the iron ones. Okay, now we have more iron. I should probably use the iron pickaxe just to be quicker. Because mining speed now starts to matter. I think what we'll do also is this. Put this down here and just dump in a whole bunch of the coal. Keep a few for the torches, and then just make things. Cook all of the meat. Okay, well, this is good. We might need lapis too. Okay. Yeah, I know, right? Best content, strip mining. I will go and, like, run along caves if I do find a cave, but until I find a cave, I'm just gonna strip mine, because it's the most likely to actually find something from here. Like, please, come on. Alright, let's talk about something. Let's talk about 1.14. What do you look forward to the most with 1.14? Out of all of the things that get added or fixed or changed. I'm out of torches. what a good first item would be. Like, you mean for the requests? That's a good one. 1 gold ingot secured. Campfires. Mm-hmm. That's a good one. Really like lots of different different possibilities with building with those, and like mechanisms and stuff too. So that's a good one. I like that. I think let's actually do this, but I think we have plenty of time to get back. TM? Well, glad you enjoyed that one. I think it will be really useful in like basically any team-based minigame. I guess actually we only need to sacrifice 1, so why not make more furnaces? Because I'm 100% focused on doing this one thing right now, which is getting back with the sacrifice. Then I can do more things. It should be daytime because the sacrifice was not that long ago, and that happens at dawn, so this is fine. We need to be heading. Oh god, we're like 700 blocks away, and positive Z. So we need to be heading this way. We were at like 3,000. Wandering Trader? Yeah, I guess the problem with that is it shows up so rarely. Wahaha! Okay. It's really weird ravines and stuff in this area. That's a glitch. I was like, is that a place to walk through? No, it's just a glitch. Right. Wandering Trader is really cool though, because some of the stuff gets less terrible to get. How common is so the thing is, the spawning is completely different from other spawning, and there's just 1 per world. So it depends on how many players you are and how, like, the exact layout of things. There was a lot of water. How is this, like, okay. Where was I? So I know I said it. 102. So we're basically just directly on the Z-axis from that. Like, there was a lot of ocean. How did the ocean disappear? Oh, I'm gonna grab the egg. How did I fill up my inventory so quickly? Okay, we don't need granite. Here we go. Here it is. Let's put down our boat. Please. Get on board and let's go. Right. You can't eat while rowing. Meh. Music loud? I did tune it down. I don't know. Yeah, let's lower it more. Like that was just like an end of. Alright. Because we need to be heading this way. Yeah, okay. That's a good thing to remember. Well, I guess I can't screenshot that because I eventually will be getting requests for sponge or whatever. Yikes. Not something you want to see just when you started though. Like, I couldn't even make armor because I had to rush back with this. Alright, so our first sacrifice. We already heard the song. Look. Like, this is really late in the progression, but you can get it. That's like I'm pretty sure. Otherwise, we should add it. Like, there is like really difficult stuff at the end of the progression on this. Like you nether star kind of stuff. The gods are pleased for now. Okay. So we basically did what we set out to do. We checked we failed once, and it let's see. Yeah, it took away 2 of my hearts, and my hat now says you are not as trustworthy as we thought. Yeah, the elytra is in there. The only like really difficult item that isn't in that isn't in there is the dragon egg, because it has to be repeatable. It also has to be not unique if there are more what do you say? More teams in one world, I guess. Alright, so I wonder, maybe I should actually go back on that island and dig down there. Just so I have like a staircase up. Okay, so now we can kind of set up here. What's your idea? Okay, now let's plonk down this, start smelting up a bunch of stuff, I guess. Let's smelt up the iron. Put down our crafting table. A bunch of these. Smelt up that. I guess that shouldn't have taken all my coal. More food. Alright, so now we can start actually making stuff. Kind of important to also get, like, progression in non-sacrifice things. Because otherwise you're gonna be screwed once it starts getting more difficult. And it is meant to be a fairly long thing, like, it's meant to be not like, oh, you completed it in an hour. It's supposed to be a longer thing. But it's also supposed to be really, really dang difficult. Like, at the end of it, the line here. Alright. Okay, so it's becoming night time. The number of maximum HP for all the players should be constant. Competitive. You start looking for a village soon. That probably isn't a bad idea. Okay, that's done. Let's grab these. This is not. I don't like this. And let's, I guess, do this. We have 7 logs. I guess it'll have to be okay. Torches on here. I guess we'll put the shield here for now. More digging. It would be cool to get HP from your enemies if you're faster than them. So I mean, one of the core design things with this minigame, I guess, is one thing I decided early on is I want it to be a downwards thing. I want you to never be able to recover. That kind of prevents that, I guess. But I also think, like, in a competitive setting, even if it's in the same world, what I want is that it's a race. It's not like you sabotage for each other. Like, you should be playing this with PvP off, because it really doesn't make sense. Like, otherwise you just kill somebody in hardcore mode. You're done. So that's a lot of people have suggested different ways of like catching back up and stuff. I've tried to avoid all of those because I really want it to be like it's a it's a dangerous thing, and your mistakes live with you, and you can't recover. And I think it will work out, but it needs a lot of balancing to it before it will work out. But, yeah. Oops. Oh, come on. Scaffolding is pretty cool. It's good. I don't know if it's gonna be hard to get though. Oops. Really? Right. This was completely pointless. Because I can't take my helmet of Circlet of the Gods off. Whoops. Alright, well, I guess we'll just smelt it back up for a nugget or something then. Do want boots, though. Alright, so we're fully armored up. Yeah, this thing is just now garbage. We came down from here. Didn't I remove this off of the thing playlist? Did you used to play Customized World before, and you want it back, or do you want, like, a new thing? That's what I'm wondering. Alright, I'm gonna do this, I think. We're gonna trash shoot here. Sand kinda won't... I mean, honestly, the wall doesn't really help that much. You want it back? What kind of Customized Worlds would you like to play? Is it just like, you like experimenting, or do you want a specific set? Alright, where are we? We're at 37, so we need to go down a fair bit. Wars everywhere. Alright. I've never really played that many Customized Worlds, I must say. I've done some like experiments with it, but I tend to like challenges in vanilla, basically. Oh, I see. That's nice. Yeah, I should. You should try Minecraft Bingo sometimes. I really kind of. I think this would probably be well suited for custom maps too, actually. Like, more dungeons or something would be pretty useful in this, if you want to compete. But yeah, I should definitely do Minecraft Bingo sometime. I want to make a new iron pickaxe, I probably do. Mining speed is probably worthwhile to just pay the cost for here. I mean, I have 8 unsmelted, so let's do this, and let's actually do this. Need more of those anyway. And there it goes. Yeah, I mean, unfortunate, for sure. I would love to see it back too. So it's kind of wondering, like, it's always interesting to know how people like to use it. So I don't know the specifics. All I heard was that the intention was to add it back in like a more powerful manner. Do I know why we're not allowed to change players' data tags? Yeah, I do, because like tech-wise, it's very difficult because the player is controlled by the client and the commands all run on the server. That's essentially the reason. Maybe we can see about fixing it. I don't know, but 13. This would be 12, and this would be 11. How am I not finding any caves? That's remarkable. Oh, hello. I'll take it. Take it. I was just digging to throw away items, but I'll take it. Let's see. Alright, so I guess let's make these into torches. We'll throw away. We don't need tons of gravel or cobblestone, diorite or granite. You're gonna immediately pick up a lot of this stuff anyway. We don't need tons of dirt. Let's put food on our bar. We have tons of iron now. That's good. Don't need a broken ass pickaxe. Okay, I guess maybe I should try to identify this lava and grab buckets of it. Actually, we should definitely put down some of these. Start smelting up this stuff. It's actually kind of running out of coal. I guess we'll do this. The gods do not demand like the basic materials because it would be way too easy to just go dig and get it. That doesn't really make that much sense, I think. I mean, you would have to classify it so like low value that you'd have to get like tons and tons and tons of it. A puffer fish. Oh, that's gonna be a big problem. Yeah. I kind of thought I removed those. Because I've basically done this before in a test and ended up with a situation where I basically couldn't get it. I just sat and fished a whole day. And now we need a fishing rod, which is could get probably easiest way find a shipwreck. But this is kind of what I like, though. Like you're doing something and you just go, nope, do something else now. I kind of appreciate that. So let's. One more. This is not great. I'm gonna have to do that. Alright, so just trying to take a little closer look at the actual ocean around. Yeah, I mean that's the problem with the fish. I do have the more difficult, like the rarer fish in here, and I probably think like I think I'm gonna remove them. Okay, so where's the boat? It's on the other side. Like, you probably want to set up a fishing thing anyway, just for the other resources that you can get that way, but... Alright, so let's, I guess, let's just go. I think it wasn't actually a pufferfish. I think it was a name tag that I got last time. Hello. Need rules? What do you mean? Okay. I guess. Fine. Must be a ravine down there I can't even see. I need structures! Come on! Yeah, no, you can trade for them actually. So it's kind of fine assuming they happen late enough. Ooh, turtle things need to be added. Really? I mean, come on. Oh, hello. No, I think name tab is fine to have in there, actually. It's just assuming that it's late enough. Well, don't mind these, I suppose. But that's not what I really wanted. The other option would be to like go below and try to find the spiders to kill, but I don't think that's... Is that a flower? Looked like a torch first. I think you're probably better off just trying to find the... Yeah, the bottom column thing is really loud. Probably better off just trying to find underground, like... drown the structures. It's really difficult to find anything in this playthrough. Put myself up to a challenge right away. Actually, when it like this is easier to see. You watch more directly down. Yeah, I know you can do the micro roll thing. It's just not terribly effective. Especially not for me with such a long view distance. Use dolphins to find treasure, I suppose. But then I need to get fish first, which defeats the purpose. What? Did I see what? Another ship? Sunken? I thought that was a cliff. Is that a ship? That is a ship. Right behind me? I don't know if you're talking about the one that I already looted. Oh, it's sideways. On the shore. Okay. That's not the one then. Okay, we'll go for that. Oh god, come on. This is bad. Yeah. Okay. Think probably need to go here. Come on, swim. Oh god. I'm gonna die. Okay. Might be a second one. I don't know. Which way was I even? What? Nice to go that distance and the whole thing unloads. Let's do the ship that I looted. Oh god. Pew pew. Oh, what? Okay, hello. That was weird. Well, this isn't looking too good, is it? That I'll make this one. I just kind of really need to find a fishing rod real quick. I guess. Might have been a saddle, actually. The thing that I was looking for before. But we're killing lots of cows now, that's for sure. So I want all the leather I can get. Might want to keep the horses around just in case I do get a saddle, because it would be pretty good to be able to get a good horse. Oh well. Well, please? Okay, no. Let's try that again without a full inventory. Alright. Alright, so I guess we go find a hidden treasure. Or is this like gonna be miles and miles away? Whoops. Give me that. Open that. Whatever. Boat placing is so janky. I need to be going north. So is... Okay. Okay. New plan. Pumpkin... I don't quite remember, actually. Alright, so it's getting nighttime here, so I think the best plan for now is... Well, I have full suit of armor. I should make good weapons and stuff. And then I guess we hunt for spiders. Actually, let's do this. Oh god, just picking them up again. So I guess this will mean that things will be dark for a bit. I'm sorry. Not much I can do about that. I do need this darkness for mob spawning. So I really need spiders. I don't know. That's the thing. It's not that I can't remember. I think pumpkin pie is in there, but that's very late. So I'm probably better off just chasing now. Pumpkin pie is a sacrifice, yeah. Cool. But it's close enough to home, or to the altar, that I'll find it again. I should probably be killing creepers and stuff anyway to get gunpowder. Because that's the thing you can get asked for. Or if if I hit it, it's gonna be more effective. Spawn rate of spiders. Oh, hi. Oh, please don't. Alright, so I think I picked it up. The question is how many it was. It was one, so I need another one. And this is always going to be the problem with hunting like this. It's just you get like swarmed because you're trying to focus on one thing. Oh, like this. I need to eat at some point here. Oops. Give me that. And now we gotta try to make a little safe space to do fishing. And I'm gonna try to... I should really light up that island. The altar. Quickly get shulker boxes. Sounds good. I'll look forward to seeing that tactic when you play this. Alright, we need to not be going that way. Yeah, it's like chests near the altars was the thing, but I just didn't have much in the way of wood, so I didn't. Alright, let's put this down. Alright, what can we do here? Oh, come on. Please. I would like to not be stuck in a boat any day now. God dang it. It's got a million skeletons. Thanks. I wanted to take a bath anyway. Alright, maybe this could be a place otherwise. What creeper? Alright, this is kind of looking these. What? I guess it's got shot by a skeleton or something? This does not please the gods. Okay, I'm gonna try to get back to... Good, perfect. What the heck is going on? It's acting super weird. Right, so there might be some growling in our immediate future. Alright. Last torch down. This down. Not much we can do other than fish in here. Missing a sacrifice is not a great idea. Oh, something drowned. Nice. Come on now. Please. Really? This is ridiculous. It's like something is... I know it's faster if you have skylight access. It's just like... I guess... I guess we can do this. The other option I see is to go out with a boat and try to find somewhere. Thank you, Will. I'll take that. Now I need to get up there though. Yeah. The problem is that the the torches I put down didn't seem to... Oh crap, that was stupid. And what I need to do is I need to have this on my bar, because it doesn't seem to be daytime anytime soon, so this should be okay. Just like do a drive-by sacrifice. Hey! Oh, this is perfect. I'm loving this. Easy mode. Need a clip of that. Actually, kind of would like your string, little fella. People have not beaten the game in 2 minutes with any reasonable constraints, though. Like, oh, good. Well done. All right, so what now? I guess kill a bunch more spiders, 'cause just getting this stuff is pretty good. Oh, can't I? Okay, so that means I didn't pick up the other string either, if it dropped one. That was over here. That's correct. Oh boy. I kind of would like the bones and stuff from out there. This stuff. Oh, that's good times. Burn! Burn, damn you! Alright, what are we getting? What are we getting? Oh, there's a zombie burning zombie army. Tell us your wishes, O Lord of the skies. Or something. Bookshelves. A good thing I got more leather. Oh god, okay. I thought I would kill it in my head. Alright, well, this gave us a bunch of rotten flesh, which is always good, I guess. Bookshelves do not feel like they should be that hard. Alright, guess we'll do this. So does Project Sacrifice. Project Sacrifice is a... well, it's what I'm playing right now. It's a, you say an augmentation onto Minecraft. It's a minigame or data pack where you are required every day to hand in a sacrifice to your gods. Keep your gods pleased. It's a random thing, and currently I'm required to get 2 bookshelves before the dawn of the next day, so that should be easy enough. There's been some close calls. If you do not hand in your items in time, then the gods will not be happy, and I'm carrying this circlet of the gods, and every time I fail to deliver, they get angry, and they steal 2 hearts of max health from me. So it's kind of a longevity. Really? Pretty decent durability too. So yeah, it's a kind of a challenge to last as long as you can. Eventually the requirements will just be ridiculously out there, so you won't be able to fulfill them, but the idea is the competition is in lasting as long as possible. I have no idea. I picked up... yeah, random seed, 26 minutes. That sounds reasonable. Random seeds, though, is just like a terrible thing to compete in. Ooh. Come on. Alright, 4. We're gonna need tons of these. I think I can probably I thought I had a bunch. I can probably grow these quickly enough with a whole day. So if you just... Actually, I think they grow faster if you put them not next to each other. I'm not entirely sure. I thought I had more. Did I put those in the chest, or did I just, like, not manage to pick them up? I did put them in here. I have 15. So for 2 bookshelves, I'm needing 6 books. For 6 books, I need 18, so I essentially have enough. Well, we should probably just start a farm with these anyway, just to make sure I have more. But yeah, okay, so if I do this... Where are you? Wait, that's a squid. It's not the Enderman. There you are. I cannot not take this chance. Oh, God. Oh, God. Perfect. Alright. So that was pretty good. Brief interruption. We got a bunch of paper. I do not have enough leather. So actually, before we leave, let's just plonk this one last poor guy down here. Let's see. Okay. Well, this was a pretty successful first try, I would say. It doesn't seem to be breaking in any big way. The balancing has been kind of okay, I would say. So actually, I'm gonna have to end the stream now. We ran a little longer than I thought, but this was fun. I especially like that last little piece there. That was like super intense, and that kind of shows off how I really want this to go. So yeah. Thank you very much for joining in, everybody. We're gonna try to see if somebody's around to do a raid on, and otherwise, take care. Oh, Falls is on. That's cool. We'll see. I'll throw up a raid somewhere. Thank you very much for joining me. It's been great. We'll continue playing and tweaking Sacrifice, but it's looking really good. Files will go up on GitHub if you want to try them. Take care, everybody. Catch you all later.